Hello everyone, welcome to the video. If you saw in the title, we'll be doing the top 5 worst and best licensed video games. Most licensed video games have a very poor reputation, but in this video we'll be discussing what ones are good and what ones are bad. So let's jump right in. Family Guy the video game. My copy's for the PS2. It is extremely buggy. Now fortunately I managed to get through the first time on camera without too many problems, but there were some, if I recall, and even in replays up to now it has been not very good. The controls are extremely dated, especially in some sections where there's really poor game design. The infamous Black Knight boss fight, for example, which has stubbed me for ages, is just near impossible to complete. Many people will tell you that. There is only really one positive to this game, and that is, in its creation, it looked like people had fun making it. You could tell that they really enjoyed it, but that cannot understate how awful the game is as a whole. 007 First Light, which was a game that really caught me off guard this year. As a major fan of the films, I really wanted to buy it, and I mean, even though prices are prices, it was really well paced and it was a different take on the character. I should know, I've read the books. It was completely fresh and it had nods back to the originals. There was a few minor downsides with a few problems I experienced, but that was only because it was a very linear game. But that's how it's meant to be. But other than that, I had a really fun time playing through it, and I think for a licensed game it's a major improvement off of one that we'll be seeing in the honourable/dishonourable mentions list soon.
From the creators of Shrek and Madagascar and the #1 kids video game franchise, introducing B-Movie Game.
The B-Movie Game. Oh my god. Who made this? The controls are abysmal. There are annoying boss fights that shouldn't even make any sense. They weren't in the film.
Compound work.
There were bits in the film, but come on, really? I mean, they're memed on nowadays, but at the time you gotta wonder what they were smoking down at the studios. It is a complete eyesore. Some of the game designs, some of the designs in game for gameplay, and then some of the skins you can put on Barry are what? You gotta question them. Because I mean, why is this in the game? Why are we putting this in the game? Why is the game like this? Why can't you just make an okay game? It could have been a simple, side scroll platformer, because that will kind of suit the movie, given that it's simple, it's for kids. But no, they made it whatever this is just to capitalize on the 3D greatness of the time. The SpongeBob games, well, the remake and the new one. Although the new one, the Cosmic Shake I think it's called, I have, but I haven't played it, whereas Battle for Bikini Bottom I have played through. And boy, I tell you, it is a great remaster. I've seen the original, and though the original was great for the time, which, compared to other licensed games, that's quite a hard feat to surmount to. It has brilliant graphics and it has refurbished controls with voice lines that feel right at home, and game design. I mean, just look at it. Look at it and tell me, do you feel like you're there? Because I did.
Tony?
The Sopranos Road to Respect for the PS2. A. Do you play as everyone's favourite character? B. Whoever designed the gameplay deserves the Wicker Man treatment. The only positive was hearing the original cast return to voice in an otherwise terrible cash grab.
Pulling a stunt like that on this street?
It was just sitting there. What do you care?
Fucking street punks, snatching purses from old ladies. Christ, the pussy was here to see this shit.
Well, he ain't here.
I got news for you, Joey. There's more than one way to shame your family.
If you look at the game design and combat, like compared to, you know, the games of prior, like you had Mafia, The City of Lost Heaven, you've even had some of the GTA games up to this point. I think this is a 2006 game. So you would have had San Andreas out 2 years prior. And look at that game compared to the Road to Respect. I mean, obviously they're on a lower budget, but really, if you're going to pay homage to a big show at the time in the peak of their seasons, you better do it right, and this game was not it. Marvel's Spider-Man. I'm only putting this on here because I've only played the PS4 one. I haven't played any of the new ones. I heard there was a few, I think Spider-Man 2, and then you had the Miles Morales one, but I've only got the original. When it released, there was so much to do in game, and it was kind of mind-blowing with the whole world recreation in New York. There were so many boss fights, so many characters from the comics that weren't in the films, which I thought was great, and this is way before I played my number one on this list. It really is better than the only other Spider-Man game I've got in my collection. It has a great story, gripping action set pieces. It is a highly regarded licensed video game, and if you haven't got it already, I recommend picking it up if you're a big fan of that stuff. Grease, the official video game. Are you surprised? This cash-grabbingly ear assault, nobody is buying this. And if you're interested in my full thoughts on it, I have a video up labelling it as an actual hellscape. RoboCop Rogue City. I think this is an underrated choice, but it's also mega personal bias because I really enjoyed this game. I'm a big fan of the movies. Despite the odd lip syncing, which when I got the PS5 and I got this game was a bit of an off-put, and as well as my PS5 fan exploding, it perfectly encapsulates being RoboCop, brought to life by the man himself returning to it, Peter Weller, which was really good. This game is a beauty and it's one of the most unique first-person shooters I own. And that's saying a lot when I've got shooters like Doom. I had one of the old Call of Duties, which everyone liked. But I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters, so for having this one, it's quite a game. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the PS1. This game sucks. It's near unplayable. It has wonky designs and controls. Look at this boss fight. Why is it like this? Look at these characters. This is appalling. When I purchased this, the guy selling gave me a really grim look, and no wonder why. This acid trip is worse than Grease, because at least Grease knows what it is, and it is a recognisable addition to an other... to an otherwise terrible dance game catalogue. This World War II nuclear bomb disaster is not what it says it is. It belongs in the horror department. Never again I will touch this waste of time. Is it anyone's surprise that the Batman Arkham series reigns supreme as probably the best set of licensed games? I think this is cheating, just putting them all on here. But I mean, how can you not? Need I say more? There's a lot going on here, as well as the Marvel counterpart. But, you know, I think because these games, there's more of them. They're more kind of all-round developed. The characters, the story, the music are all blessings, and I hope more are made. I know a lot of people, you know, shit on the fact that it's just Batman games and they need to do something like Superman games and Flash games for DC. But really, I mean, like, it's really interesting, these games. There's a lot of lore in them. It's simply not enough how little there are. And I know there's like I think there's 6 if you're counting the PS Vita Blackgate game. But yeah. To save my voice for this, just relax and watch this. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my ranking. These have all been personal opinions, so if you've got any other weird or great licensed games that I didn't mention, feel free to let me know. Anyways, that's the end of this video, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.